Did you know that more than 220,000 children are born in Florida every year? Little girls and little boys who will one day be the future leaders of our community and our country. And while we all love children, that tends to be the challenge we face when we're advocating on their behalf. If you were to ask any one of the 160 members of the Florida legislature if they love children, they'd clearly say yes. And while you would hope, logically enough, that this would lead to children being a more significant priority in Florida, the fact of the matter is, our state spends less than 3% of its total budget on programs that affect children in the early childhood years. Only 3%, even when science tells us that 90% of a child's brain growth occurs by age 5. When it comes to the allocation of our state's resources, we can't seem to find even $2,500 for a slot in our voluntary pre-kindergarten program, $7,000 for a slot in public school, yet we somehow manage to find $51,000 each year to incarcerate a juvenile. How can there be such a disconnect? When we live in a country as rich and generous as ours, how is it possible that Florida alone has more than 800,000 children without health insurance? Clearly, children don't vote, they don't give campaign contributions, they don't have lobbyists. So who's supposed to speak on their behalf? The Children's Movement of Florida is a citizen-led, nonpartisan movement to make children our state's highest priority. Launched in September of 2010, the movement has a first focused on 5 key areas: health insurance for all children, screening and treatment for children who may have special needs, improving Florida's voluntary pre-K program, high-quality parent skill building, and high-quality mentoring. From virtual anonymity just a year ago, the Children's Movement now communicates with more than 250,000 Floridians each week. Many of you have heard of tea parties. Well, last September we held milk parties, 17 of them in fact from Pensacola to Key West, and the response was overwhelming. More than 15,000 Floridians came out to learn about the importance of children's issues, and with a side of milk and cookies, we made the case that children need to be our state's #1 priority. To build a real movement, we need to be able to engage people both easily and effectively. To do this, the Children's Movement proposes the creation of a mobile advocacy platform. Imagine if you were able to instantly engage tens of thousands of Floridians with something as simple as a text message, one with a quick call to action, a brief talking point, and a phone number to call. This technology could make us all advocates on behalf of all of our children. During the 2011 legislative session, the Children's Movement of Florida mobilized thousands of Floridians to contact their legislators via email campaigns. But a phone call is worth 100 emails. And with more than 22 million mobile phones active in Florida, and mobile messages more likely to be viewed and remembered than email messages, the potential for a mobile advocacy campaign is great. By becoming more effective in our advocacy efforts, we will begin to affect the way decisions are made, and ultimately make children the #1 priority in our state. There is nothing more important to the future of our community and our country than the well-being of our children. Join us and help us shape the future of Florida. To get involved with the Children's Movement of Florida or to learn more, visit us online at www.childrensmovementflorida.org.